Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you what I sold this past month, the month of August. So following this little clip here, you'll see little bits of everything I sold and the amount that I sold it for on eBay. At the end of this video, I will share more statistics with you. How much I made, how much I sold, how much I have listed, and so on and so forth. So please like and subscribe, and also please check out my other content. And I'll chat with you again real soon at the end of these clips. These are by Dr. Wise. They are a home therapy supplement, I guess, that you can take for these different menopause symptoms. So there's 4 bottles for mood. There's 1 bottle for moisture and 2 bottles for sleep. So these I got in a box from Wholesale Ninjas, or maybe a couple boxes, and I just put them together as a lot. I do have some videos on some unboxing of Wholesale Ninjas. If that interests you, you should be able to find those in my other videos. But I sold the 7 boxes of these for $36.09. This is a Strong's Concordance. These are pretty common. I don't always sell these, but this particular one I did. It's got a little wear, but overall it looks pretty good. And I sold this one for $16.99. I also sold this Baltimore Garden Quilt pattern book, and there's a pattern CD included here in the back. This is brand new, never used. CD's never been opened. And this I sold for $15. This is a hardcover book, Pursuing God's Will Together. It's in very good condition. This book I sold for $10.65. This is called Fancy Fur. It's by Lion Brand Yarn. They're just little skeins of these kind of extra special type of fashion yarn. Very small little skeins. I sold these together. Oh, the name of the color is Satin Glass Black. And I sold these together for $10.99. I also sold My Heart Goes Out by Paul Dave Tripp. This is a book with a lot of illustrations and different poems and things like that. And this I sold for $18.99. This is a set of 3 McCall's Needlework and Craft books, and they're from the 60s, I think. Or this one's Spring Summer 67, Winter 67, 68, and Fall Winter 65, 66. These are packed full of projects. It's actually really impressive, and they are really neat. I looked through these and just was really impressed with them. So there are all sorts of different projects in here. These are called Hanky Girls. I don't know what this is, jewelry. There's also advertisements. There's, instructions for making the patterns for things. Here's a little cat quilt. Oh, we got some loose pages there. These are old. Just tons and tons of stuff in each copy. 62 fashions to knit and crochet. Anyways, they were just fun. So I sold the set of 3 of these for $29.99. This is a Diva Curl set. It's a kit. It includes the shampoo, well, they call it no poo, but shampoo, conditioner, a leave-in detangler, and then a it's called Super Stretch, but it's like a restorative to find and control something or another. This set, so it's a 12 ounce, 12 ounce, 3 ounce, and 1.5 ounce. I sold this for $23.25. This large box here is something I already had packed up, just ready for when it's sold. So I'm not going to show you it physically, but I will show you it on my computer screen here. This is a lot of 50 love-inspired paperback books. These are like a Christian romantic fiction type of book. And I sold these for $45. This is called The Redeemer, a service of sacred music by the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. This is a DVD. It is used. I sold this for $11.45. Then I also sold these 2 DVDs by Ray Comfort, also pre-owned. These are different DVDs. We Cannot But Speak, How to Gain a Passion for Evangelism, and Guerrilla Apologetics for the Glory of God from the Vision Form DVD collection. And then I sold these 2 together for $12.35. This is an old vintage Bible. It's from 1983. It's genuine Morocco leather. You can see the little bookmark ribbon is a little tattered, but this is a very unique Bible, and it's also in pretty good condition considering the age. But this, you can see the gold edging is kind of worn. This is called the System Bible, and it's got like color coding. Oh, there's no color coding there. Or no, I'm sorry, this one doesn't have color coding, but it's just got a lot of different information in it. Very informative, kind of different, special Bible, kind of rare right now. So I sold this Bible for $65.99. This is a 1983 Bible. It's called the Zondervan New Marked Reference Bible, and this is a King James Version. This is kind of a unique Bible. It does have some wear. Chain of reference system. You can see the little ribbon. It's kind of a little tattered. The edging, it has worn off, but it's a very unique Bible, not one you can find. It's got a color coding system for different things, like different references and things like that. So I think there's a thing here, like some colors, and all of these little pages in the beginning were never filled out. Oh, okay, so if it's red, it's referencing salvation, green, the Holy Spirit. It just goes on, so you can see, but there's more information to it. But it's just a unique Bible. So anyways, I sold this for $65.99. This is an old paperback from 1966. This is called Babylon Mystery Religion, Ancient and Modern. A pretty rare book. I sold this for $33.99. This is Isaiah from the Tyndale Old Testament Commentaries. This is just a paperback. You can see it's number 20. That's in fairly good condition, and I sold this for $20.50. This is called the New International Commentary on the New Testament, the Book of Revelation. This book has a little wear, also has a strange corner thing, some sort of problem with printing. But anyhow, I sold this book for $16. And then I also sold Daily Meditations for Prayer. Pretty good shape, little hardcover. And I sold this book for $20.99. All right, we have Playing for Keeps. This is a training series. 6 things every kid needs over time. This case has a little damage, but the CD looks great. And I sold this for $12.25. And then this is called The Reformed Doctrine of Presbyterian Predestination. And this is a vintage hardcover, 1976. Has some kind of interesting things. This is like a contact paper that someone put in there. This is a clipping from the original dust jacket, and this is like a sticker that says who owned it at one point. But otherwise, the book is in good condition. And I sold this for $22.99. Here we have a lot of 100 plus Barbie accessories. There's shoes, there's a little fire, there's a life jacket, chandelier, you can see some doctor things, there's a stethoscope, little chicken, some little baked goods. I sold this collection for $32.99. And then also I sold 2 copies of this book by Ray Comfort, Scientific Facts in the Bible. These are small books, and I sold them both for $20 to the same individual. Bought both of them. Biblical Eldership, an urgent call to restore biblical church leadership. This is a ex-library book, I think church library book. It's in good condition, but it is an older book, and I sold this for $11.45. This is an old vintage book, 7 Acres by James Richardson. Has some wear to it. And this is signed by the author. This I sold for $27.99. And then I also sold this vintage Simplicity Aprons pattern. It is uncut. It was pre-owned, but uncut. And I sold this pattern for $11.09. So this is a lot of 8 books from the Christy Miller series by Robin Jones Gunn. This is not the complete set. There are books 1 through 3, and then book 6 through 9, and then book 12. And these are vintage, and these are ex-library. And these I sold for $35. These are actually going to Canada. So they had to pay additional to get them shipped to Canada. The shipping was originally included in the listing, but to Canada there would have been some extra charges. So this is a 2-book set, the Bible Knowledge Commentary, and we have New Testament and Old Testament. These are in good shape for their age, very large books, and I sold the 2 of these together for $58.99. This book, Living from the Heart, Jesus Gave You, I sold this for $14.55. It's in pretty good shape. Just a little bit of wear to the corner there. I also sold Reasonable Faith by William Craig. This does have a little more wear and a little more age, and this I sold for $10. This is by The Great Courses, the teaching company. They have all sorts of different sets that include a course guidebook and then instructional DVDs. So this is the History of Christian Theology, and this is the course guidebook for parts 1 through 3, and then these are the DVDs with the different courses on them. And I sold this for $16. So I was surprised by this. This is from 1972. It's used, worn heavily. It's scriptures set to music, and this, I guess there's demand for this. I was surprised, but Wasn't listed very long, and I sold this for $11. So it's just a small booklet. This is a 5 DVD set. It's called The Seventh Day. Revelations from the Lost Pages of History. This is in very good condition, and I sold this for $23.99. I also sold this vintage, I think this is embroidery. It comes with, it's a little kit, and it comes with the frame, unopened, some wear to the packaging, but that's kind of to be expected. And this I sold for $15.99. This is a DVD of a sermon, I guess, called Wars of the End Times by Dr. David R. Reagan. This is used. And this I sold for $16. I also have this vintage, very old. I couldn't figure out an exact date, but, oh, there it is, 1962, okay. Millie Bourne's, I think that's how you say it, card game. It did not include the instructions. I did not know if all the cards were there because of the instructions not being there. Very worn box. But the cards and like the playing tray was in good condition. And this I sold for $15.99. This is a bottle of Stone Stopper. It's a special medication or supplement for kidney stone issues. This has an expiration date a couple years from now. And I sold this for $19.99. Also, I sold a CD, a used CD, which I forgot to videotape before I packed it up, but I sold it for $10. This is a lot of Tommee Tippee bottle nipples, new. I sold the set of 3 for $12.95. I also sold another Great Courses. This is a new set, Masters of Greek Thought, parts 1 through 3. So this is the course guidebook, and then there's the teaching DVDs. And that I sold for $21.29. And Ageless Male. This is a testosterone supplement, 80 tablets, and I sold this for $12.55. This is a lot of counted cross-stitch fabric. This I think is the most valuable piece. This is a larger piece of this special brand, which I'm not super knowledgeable about, but it's a pretty teal color. And then there's just a couple other, these have been around a while, packaged up, some older packaging. But I sold that set of 4 items there for $25.99. This is a lot of 3 books from the John MacArthur Pastor's Library. 2 are hardcover and 1 is a paperback. So we have Pastoral Ministry, Counseling, and Preaching. The paperback is not as nice a shape as the hardcovers, but all still look pretty good. And I sold these for $45.99. These are some overhead playing cards that you could use with like an overhead projector. There's all the different plastic cards in there. And these I sold for $11.55. I got these for, I think, 50 cents. And then also I sold this book, hardcover, in 1966. This is the 4th edition. This is a commentary by Ironside. And this I sold for $20.99. Well, I just got back from a little trip, and I set my eBay setting to accept sales, but let people know that I was away, which is something you can do with a store, unless they've changed things and allowed other people to do that. But so while I was gone, I had 9 sales, which I'm pleased with. I was gone for 5 days. Sometimes I feel like my sales drop off a little when I'm gone, but I feel like things did pretty well. This is just a DVD. It's called Providence. It's used, and I sold this for $9.25. This is The Cross of Christ by Stout. No dust jacket on this, but it's in pretty good condition otherwise. I sold this for $13.15. There are some pages turned in. You can see some writing upside down there, but right here, these supplements called Drift Off Soothing Sleep Formula, 60 capsules. I sold these for the set of 3 for $21.40, and these are actually going internationally to somebody out there. Here we have a vintage paperback book. It does have some wear. It's been around. This book I sold for $9. This is called Buckles of Fun. This is by a nail polish company called Vinique. And this I sold for $5.65. And then these 2 bottles of CoverGirl Clean Matte, shade 3 or 535. I sold those together for $13.85. And those are also going overseas. So that's kind of neat. The Red Sea Rules, a little hardcover, very nice shape, very nice condition. This I sold for $10.75. And Setting the Captives Free. Now this has some of this is just part of the cover. And then there's also some like little splashes. And there were some splashes on some pages, which I noted in the description. Don't know where they are now, but this book I sold for $12. This is a book called Strange Trees. It's actually a kind of unique book. It talks about different unique trees and why they're unique and where they're from. There's the breadfruit tree. So this book is in really good condition. The dust jacket is not in really good condition. There's a pen mark here. There's a little tear up here on the edge, but the hardcover book looks fantastic. This book I sold for $12.25. So you've just seen all the footage of everything I sold this month on eBay. I did much better this month than I did last month. If you haven't seen last month's video, I do have a playlist of what I've sold on eBay, and you can check it out and see what happened last month. But this month I had 51 sales. Last month I think it was 30 couple. It was not a super hot month. This is more of a typical month for me. So 51 sales. That being said, I did do some listing this month, which there is definitely a connection between listing and selling. Some sort of the algorithm within eBay that I do not quite understand. But 51 sales. I made in profit. So after I paid my shipping charges, after I paid eBay's fees, and after I covered my cost of the items, I made $544.66. Not bad for kind of a hobby and just something I enjoy doing. I have right now, effective the end of August, 1,259 active listings. And I am trying to make a goal of 2,000 by the end of the year, which is probably not going to happen. That goal may be pushed to the end of next year, and that's fine. I listed 159 items this month. So I listed 159, but I sold 51, so it put me roughly 100 listings ahead of where I was at the end of last month. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and also please check out my other content. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like for me to share with you
about the things I have sold. You can do that in the comments, and I would love to hear from you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.